Hey guys, haven't seen you guys for a while because I thought I've been putting out a lot of videos and things like that. Um, not much of a feedback. I just came back from the CDP meetings. CDP means Chinese Democratic Parties, but that's my gig. That's not my gig. I was just participating in these guys who are just fanatics. I was they're zealots, and you know the people who are abroad and they're still fantasize and fancy themselves on being try to overthrow the Chinese dictatorship, which is not possible because this is not the Qing dynasty, the end of Qing dynasty anymore. I mean, this is a whole new. Every one of them fancy themselves another Sun Yat-sen and Chiang Kai-shek, which is not the case anymore, man. I hate to tell you, the 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 third communist international does not exist, and China is not like that. But that's just a side. Uh, a buddy of mine just last night was just calling me, saying, "Hey, how come you're not putting out videos anymore?" I'm like, "Yeah, I don't have anything to say." So he's like, "Hey, I wanted to check out your videos and see what other anecdotes that you have because you cheer us up." And so I'm like, "Yeah, what am I going to say? Just tell us some your anecdotes." All right, I've got a lot of anecdotes to share with you guys. Just random stuff, like over the dinner night tables and things like that. Oh, by the way, I just noticed, look, I haven't shaved for a couple days because lately it's been pretty laid back because the holiday seasons, and you know that stubble means you're single, clean shave means you tie down with some ladies, and if you're a large beard, that either you're homeless or you are Karl Marx. So yeah, I haven't shaved. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm not like those lucky guys who have like a very beautiful beard. Yeah, I just got lazy a little bit, and plus the fact that I need to shave because I need to maintain the grooming standards is according to Godfather in Generation Kill, because Godfathers always has the rules because just because these guys fancy themselves in an elite team doesn't mean they own the rules. Maintain the grooming standard as priority number one, people. So I need to maintain grooming standard because, as you know, that I work in a rather very civilized environment where grooming standard is required. Just lately, I haven't been doing that much because holiday season. All right, here's a true story. True story. The other day, I was on a train, on a New York City subway trains, and this little lady sitting across me, and then she looked very graceful and classic. She looks like one of those kind of characters. I mean, how much time does she spend before she step out of her house, and because the whole facade, the whole charade, the whole thing, that she spent a lot of time to make her look like what she looked like, and she looked like a classy, very classic, almost like medieval kind of lady. And I'll think she looks like one of the characters coming out from the Chinese classics, The Dream with the Red Chambers. So. So here's the story. She was sitting right across me, and then I couldn't help. So when the chances comes, then you gotta go up, and so I'll say, "Excuse me, miss. I couldn't help but to let you know that you have exhibited a very graceful air." And then she was like, "Where are you coming from?" "I don't know. I mean, I could have almost opened up. So the next thing I said, "Are you Chinese?" "Yeah, of course." So then we engage in ads and things is that she's a student in New York, and so basically the conversation starts, and we're speaking Chinese, and I'm just like, "I saw you reading those notes, right?" And I was speaking Chinese. I was just like, "Oh, 小姐的字真是三花妙格，学生眼福." Basically, I gave her a compliment saying that your writing is such graceful, and that it was my pleasure to have witnessed such things. So this is how the conversation starts, and this is how you make friends. And chances are that, look, there's chances, there's not chances. And for me, it's the same thing. But for all you dudes out there, you got to understand the world is full of sperms. So every one of us is competing. And let me tell you, the world is full of wars. Imagine how many people die in one single day in the Battle of Somme, right? I mean, like close to a million dudes, close to a million dudes died. I don't see the world population got depleted. So seriously, you know that the world is never short of sperms. That's for sure. So guys, I need to work hard on that. So back to the story. So I was with her, and then of course the conversation carries on, and then I was complimenting her about saying that. You look like a character from the Dream of the Red Chambers. And then she has never read the Dream of the Red Chambers. She's like, oh, really? You know that? Oh, that's good. Yeah, I'll look it up one day. Which character do I look like? Then I have to come up with something. Then either Xi Ren or 薛宝钗. I would say 薛宝钗maybe, because she doesn't look like that kind of sickly person that look like Lin Daiyu. All right, here. Long story short, so we started dating, and then I was calling her, I was asking her out, and then we went to the Metropolitan Museum of Arts, and then along the way, I was just throwing an avalanche of my artistic knowledge about Michelangelo, Maurizio de Caravaggio, talking about how he died and what a legend he's got, and then Jackson Pollock, and then we go right into the Greek museum department. We go into the Roman museum department and start to throw things like, hey, I've been to Greece, and you know, there's the whole thing about Agamemnon, Menelaus, and then the Iliad, going to the Odysseys and the Odysseus, and then going to Rome and start talking about Marcus Aurelius and how the Roman, and just I totally overwhelmed her, because at the time she just said, okay, that's enough, because she didn't really get it, and next thing that the things turns into what it turns out, because I'm such a gentleman. So, and what I want to highlight is this part. And so, because I'm such a glooming person, right? Because I'm such a poet, and so afterwards we're in our house, and afterwards I was just throwing out this 1,000-mile stares and stare myself in the mirror. I was lamenting, and let me say in Chinese first, and then I'll come back in English. I was just lamenting. Wow, such a beautiful neck. I'm just saying, and then who will be the one decapitated? In Chinese, 如此好头颅，谁与取之呢? And then she was like right next to me. She was like, "Where are you coming from? Which dynasty are you coming from?" Then of course I was like, "Oh, 隋朝大业10年." 隋朝, that's Sui dynasty. That's the one right before 10 dynasties, and she's like, oh, you traveling across times, and where are you coming from with that one? So I'm trying to be an advocate for that guy. I mean, for all you that study Chinese history, you would know. So this is just a little anecdotes, and she just totally did not get it. That's about it. And plus the fact that I just recall that, and the next day she's telling me that we're gonna go to 6th Avenues, and I'm like, why? Because she needs to go to LV. She wants to buy another bag, and she's got like 10 bags already, and she wants to buy another bag. And just remind me that what Chris Rock says, that pussy costs money, dicks are free. This is the thing, which is to no avails, and just want to share with you some guy, because my buddy was like, "Hey, you gotta put out some videos, so we're gonna have some fun times and just to throw out." And yeah, I think it was something else, and I'll share with you guys.